In the world of love and connection, many of us fall into the trap of thinking our happiness depends on how others treat us. But imagine this, a life where your peace, your confidence, your joy aren't shaken by unread messages or vague replies. That's not just some dream. It's possible, and it starts with you. By leaning into the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we unlock a powerful truth. Your happiness doesn't come from the outside, it comes from mastering your inner world. So how does that tie into making someone miss you? In today's video, we're exploring how Stoicism can transform the way you approach relationships, confidence, and connection, not by chasing attention, but by becoming someone unforgettable. Through authentic growth and unshakable presence. We're not talking tricks or mind games. We're talking about self-mastery, emotional freedom, and becoming the kind of person who commands attention simply by being grounded and fulfilled. So if you're ready to take that leap, stay with us. Every second of this video is designed to move you toward a more powerful, self-reliant version of yourself. Let's begin. 1. Release the urge to control. Stoics taught something most of us forget. Much of our stress comes from trying to control things we simply can't, like how people react, what they feel, or how situations unfold. It's exhausting and unnecessary. The truth is, peace comes when you stop trying to force outcomes and start focusing on what's always within reach: your attitude, your choices, and your responses. This mindset isn't passive, it's empowering. It shifts your energy inward, where real change happens. Instead of obsessing over how someone feels about you, shift your focus to what kind of person you are becoming. Are you patient, resilient, thoughtful? These are the qualities that actually build inner strength, and that's what Stoicism is all about. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means seeing life clearly, knowing that while you can give your best effort, the final result isn't always in your hands. And that's okay. By detaching from the outcome and aligning with your values, you're no longer at the mercy of other people's actions. You're free. Real strength lies in responding calmly when things don't go your way, and using every challenge as a chance to grow. When you adopt this mindset, you'll notice something powerful. You stress less, connect more deeply, and appreciate the present moment like never before. Control isn't the goal, clarity is. And that shift leads you to a life where happiness is no longer earned from the outside, but built from within. 2. Choose growth over approval. Have you ever found yourself checking for likes, hoping for that reply, or feeling down when others don't validate you? It's a common pattern, chasing happiness through outside approval, especially in relationships. But here's the truth. Real fulfillment doesn't come from how others see you. It comes from how you show up for yourself. This is the heart of Stoic thinking, focusing on what you can control, your thoughts, your actions, your growth, and letting go of what you can't, like someone else's interest or attention. It's not about shutting people out. It's about building a foundation so solid that someone else's silence doesn't shake you. Think of it this way. When you wait for someone to miss you, you're handing over your emotional control. You're reacting to them, instead of standing in your own center. Stoicism gives that control back. It helps you develop core virtues like wisdom, courage, and balance. And as you grow, you naturally become the kind of person who doesn't just need respect, you earn it. That doesn't mean becoming cold or distant. In fact, Stoicism encourages strong, meaningful relationships, not based on neediness, but on mutual respect and shared values. And here's the paradox. When you stop chasing people, you become magnetic, because nothing is more attractive than someone who's confident, driven, and completely comfortable in their own skin. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you don't need to ask anyone to miss you. They will. So, what if we started channeling our energy differently? Instead of chasing validation from others, what if we turned that same passion inward, into building a stronger, more grounded version of ourselves? Imagine the impact of investing your time into learning new things, exploring hobbies that light you up, and truly understanding your own core values. What drives you? What fulfills you? This path of self-discovery isn't just personally fulfilling, it makes you someone people notice, remember, and even miss. And remember, Stoicism doesn't teach us to deny our emotions or avoid connection. Instead, it reminds us that our peace and worth aren't dependent on anyone else. When you root yourself in Stoic principles, you create a life that's steady, satisfying, and emotionally free. It's about focusing on who you're becoming, and letting that fulfillment come from within, because that's where true joy begins. 3. Emotional resilience and true independence. One of the most powerful teachings in Stoicism is this: you may not control what happens, but you always control how you respond. That idea alone can completely reshape your emotional world. It gives you the power back. Now, this doesn't mean you shut off your feelings or pretend nothing affects you. Quite the opposite. Stoicism encourages you to understand your emotions, but not let them run your life. Their key principle: focus on what you can control. Release what you can't. It's not just calming, it's practical. Think about the small everyday things that throw you off. Someone cuts you off in traffic, a friend cancels last minute, or someone you care about doesn't respond the way you hoped. Instead of spiraling, the Stoic mindset teaches you to pause, breathe, and respond, not react. This builds emotional independence, not the kind that isolates you, but the kind that helps you show up stronger in relationships, with clarity and confidence. In love, this means not tying your happiness to whether someone texts back. It means building relationships from a place of strength, not need. And with that strength, you're able to enjoy deeper, more genuine connections without losing your sense of self. Stoicism also teaches us to live in rhythm with nature, to accept change, setbacks, and uncertainty as part of life. The more we lean into that truth, the stronger we become. So how do we start? By becoming more by checking in with our emotions, questioning our reactions, and staying grounded in the present. Gratitude, mindfulness, and alignment with your values. These aren't buzzwords, they're daily tools for a resilient, meaningful life. The goal isn't to sail through life untouched, but to become your own anchor when the waves come. Stoicism becomes your lighthouse, a philosophy that has stood the test of time, and as we walk this path, we'll discover our emotional strength, our joy, and our ability to love without losing ourselves. All grow in ways we never imagined. For create a life with meaning. Let's turn to the ancient voices that shaped Stoicism: Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus. Their message: to live in harmony with our true nature and the natural rhythm of the universe. At the heart of Stoicism is the ability to recognize what truly matters and to dedicate ourselves fully to it. A meaningful life isn't built on chasing status, collecting money, or stacking up praise. It's found in living with virtue, with wisdom, and with integrity. It's about being useful, contributing to the world around us, showing up for others, and forming relationships built on honesty and mutual respect. To build a fulfilling life, we need to look within, ask the tough questions. Who am I really? What do I stand for? And what kind of life am I building, day by day? When we uncover what truly matters to us, Stoicism urges us to stay loyal to those values, especially when life tempts us to bend under pressure or follow the crowd. It becomes our inner compass during self-reflection, urging us to question not just what we do, but why we do it. Are we driven by integrity, or are we just chasing approval? Stoicism also opens our eyes to the fleeting nature of external things and teaches us to focus on what's actually in our control. That perspective is incredibly freeing. It pulls us away from wasting energy on the uncontrollable and helps us direct our efforts where they truly count, in our mindset, our decisions, and our responses to the world. That's why building a meaningful life isn't just about what we accomplish, it's about how we live each day, and the mindset we choose to carry. Living stoically means embracing the truth that pain, loss, and hardship are all part of the human experience. But instead of seeing them as roadblocks, we see them as invitations to grow, to become wiser, to develop deeper compassion and inner strength. No, it doesn't mean we go looking for suffering, but when it finds us, we rise above it with resilience, learn from it, and move forward stronger than before. In everyday life, this kind of purpose shows up in both grand gestures and quiet moments, in kindness toward others, in pausing to reflect on our place in the universe, in caring for ourselves, and in nurturing the bonds that truly matter. These acts, grounded in Stoic thought, weave together a life that's rich, steady, and deeply meaningful. And remember, the path of Stoicism isn't meant to be walked alone. It's a shared journey, made richer through community, shared experiences, and wisdom passed from one to another. When we live by these principles, we're not just bracing for life's challenges, we're thriving through them. We discover meaning, joy, and strength at every step of the way. As we reach the end of this exploration into Stoicism, It's clear that this timeless wisdom is more than just ancient philosophy. It's a way of life, one that brings clarity, calm, and deep inner strength. These aren't just nice ideas, they're practical tools you can use every day. Tools that help you transform setbacks into growth, and stress into self-awareness. By truly living these teachings, we don't just learn to let go of what we can't control, we learn how to show up fully in the present, appreciate the small joys, and build deeper, more meaningful relationships. This inner peace becomes your anchor, steady and unshaken, even in the middle of chaos. And no, the Stoic life isn't free of problems, but it gives you the peace to accept what you can't change, and the courage to take action where you can, all while staying true to what you believe. Stoicism teaches us this vital truth: while we can't control everything around us, we can control how we see the world, how we choose to act, and how we grow through it all. As these principles take root in your daily life, you'll start to redefine what happiness, success, and purpose really mean. And you'll find, perhaps to your surprise, that true fulfillment isn't found in applause, possessions, or other people's approval. It's found in living in harmony with your values. That's the real secret to joy. Thank you for walking this path with me today, where timeless wisdom meets modern life. Let's keep learning and evolving together. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to explore more through the recommended videos now on your screen. And until we meet again, remember this: the most powerful journey you'll ever take is the one that leads you back to your true self.